Hey, this is Dave from Unipro, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get way more engagement on all your Facebook posts. Before I started doing what you're about to see, this was sort of typical for a Facebook post of mine. I might get, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 comments and likes, which might sound good, it might sound bad to you, but after doing the steps that I'm about to show you in this video, this is what I'm typically getting on Facebook posts now. You can see that this post has 769 comments and 219 likes. Huge improvement. Following the steps you're about to see in this video, you can easily double, triple, even 5 or 10x the amount of engagement you get on all your Facebook posts. And the best part is there are just 10 simple steps you need to take in order to see these results. So let's dive in. So if you're creating content on Facebook and you're not getting engagement, that's a problem, because if you're not getting engagement, then you're not getting leads. You don't know who's actually seeing your content if they don't stop and engage. And not only are you not getting leads, but it doesn't feel good to put all the effort into creating content, pushing it out to the world, and then not getting a response in return. You don't know if people are actually benefiting from your content. Engagement is so crucial to keep you motivated so that you keep on creating good content. Well, some people might tell you that the solution is simply to create more content. They say if you create more content on Facebook, you're going to train your audience to give you more engagement, but that's exactly the opposite of what you should be doing. Instead, there are 10 simple strategies you can implement right now that will dramatically improve the number of people who are engaging on your Facebook posts. So the first solution is to fix your profile banner. And when I go over here, I'm just going to use this example. I'm not picking on this particular person because a lot of people on Facebook are making this mistake. Notice this banner here. This is what's representing this person. This is what new leads are seeing. This is what people notice first when they come over to this person's profile. And what does this banner say to you? To me, I see banners like this and it says sales. It says that this person is trying to sell something. So there's a call to action here saying, click on this link, do this thing. Clearly, this is used for selling. And just imagine if you have a banner like this, it's your biggest real estate on Facebook, and you're sending a message to anyone who sees your post. Hey, I'm all about the sales. Are people who see your content going to be more or less likely to engage? Well, if people are feeling like you're trying to sell to them, they're going to become less and less likely to engage in your content because they don't want to receive a sales pitch. So what can you do? I'm going to go over to my profile here and you'll see that I've got a professional looking banner, but there's no sales pitch at all. I've got a picture of my wife and I and my favorite verse from the Bible. So now when people see this, they're not dissuaded from engaging on my content because they're afraid of receiving a sales pitch. No, now it feels safe for them to engage. That's what you want as well. Second, you want to fix your profile intro. Let's go over here and you can see the intro for this person. It says, Access Bars Facilitator, Life NLP Coach, blogger, public figure. There's a lot of information here that makes it confusing for the audience of this person to understand who is this person? What are they all about? What benefit do they have to add to my life? There's a good saying that says, if you confuse them, you lose them. If you confuse your audience, you lose your audience. So instead, you want to be very direct and straightforward as to what value you have to offer. Let's go take a look at my intro and you'll see here it says, I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm all about community building. And then there's one simple call to action here that allows people to click on this link if they want to learn more. Notice it's not a hard sales pitch, but there's an opportunity for people to dive in deeper when they're ready. And so when you make an intro that's very easy, it's very straightforward like this, then your audience knows what you're all about and they're going to be much more likely to engage in your content. If they don't know what your mission is, it's hard for them to cheer for you. It's hard for them to engage on your content. So that's number 2, fix your bio. Number 3 is to make it easier for your new followers to engage with you. And I'll show you how to do that. Over here, you'll notice on my bio, I've got this pinned post, and a pinned post simply means that this is going to stay at the top of your Facebook profile. So all your new leads or your new followers, when they come over to your profile, what's the very first thing they see? They see this pinned post. It's very important that your pinned post has a lot of engagement on it. So when you go down here, you'll see that this post has almost 400 comments, 151 likes. What this does when you pin a post that is highly engaged upon, when your new followers or your new fans or your new leads, they see that, it's like social proof saying, yeah, the content that you're creating is a safe place to engage. Therefore, it makes sense that this new lead or follower will also engage. They don't have to worry they're not the only one. Contrast that with if a new lead or follower showed up to your profile and the post that's at the top of your feed, the first thing that they see is something that got 1 like or 1 comment. Now that first impression is going to be set that your content isn't a safe place or a good place to engage upon. So make sure you pin a post to the top of your feed that has a lot of engagement. How do you do that? You simply go down to the post. Let me find another one here. I'm going to use this one. Click on the 3 dots and then click on pin post. You can only pin 1 post, so make sure it's a good one. Number 4, if you want to get more engagement on your content on Facebook, is to post less content, but to make sure that content is better content. I'm going to show you an example by going over to my content calendar. Here's my content calendar over in the Unipro software, and you can see I've got all my content all planned out here. Notice how few pieces of content there are. Let me show you. The posts in blue that start with P, those are posts that are going on my personal profile. And in any given week, notice how many posts there are that are going to my profile. There's one right here. There's another here. So there's a written post and then there's a reel. The other place that I post content is inside my free Facebook group, and those are in red. Those say A&I, audience and influence. Notice how many pieces of content go there. There's a post here every Tuesday, which is an image post with written content, and there's a post here on Thursday, which is a pre-recorded video. That's 4 pieces of content every single week. And maybe you're used to posting a whole lot more content than this, but let me ask you something. If you're posting daily or twice a day or 3 times a day, is it possible to create that much content and to keep the quality of your content very high so that when people see your content, they know it's going to be good and they're super ready to engage because they've experienced in the past that your content always delivers value? It's very hard to establish that sort of pattern, that sort of behavior with your audience if you're posting too frequently. So I challenge you to post less, but think about increasing the quality of your posts so that your audience starts being trained to engage with the high value that they receive. Number 5 is to not post AI-generated content. Research has shown that AI-generated content gets 35% less reach and engagement than posts that are written by humans. And that even goes for using Meta AI. Maybe you already dove into Meta AI and you're using it to create your content. I'll show you an example here. I'm going to say, create a 200-word post about getting leads online. And then Meta AI is going to go and it's going to write this post for me. And it can be tempting to take this post, copy it over to Facebook and post that as your piece of content for the day. But like I said, posting content like this is almost guaranteed to get you a reduced reach and far fewer engagements. But you might ask, well, if Facebook doesn't like AI generated content, why does it generate AI content for you? And the reason is this can be a starting point. So you can use Meta AI to do some research to get new ideas for content, but then go and write those yourself. Use your own personality, your own flavor, so that when you post that content, the Facebook algorithm isn't going to identify that as AI generated content. And your reach, the number of people who see your posts, is going to go up, and the number of people who actually choose to engage is also going to increase. Number 6, if you want to get more engagement on all your posts on Facebook, you must engage with every single person who comments on any of your posts. It still surprises me how many people will post content, let comments show up on that content, and then do nothing with it. You need to reward your audience. Like their comments and then reply to their comments. Let me show you an example here. I'm over in one of my Facebook groups, Audience and Influence, and you can see this post here. It says, these 7 posts are guaranteed to get paying clients. And then I showed a little screenshot, wrote a little bit of copy, and you'll notice in this case, there's 342 comments. Well, when you go through the comments, what do you notice? Every single comment will have gotten a response from me. If I open this up, and we'll take a look at all the comments here, tons of engagement here. Every single person not only will have gotten a response from me, but they'll also have gotten a like from me. And in this case, you'll see Evan just sent you details in Messenger. See it? They're also getting a message from me in Messenger. Think about what this does for your audience. They are being trained that when they take the time to engage in your content, you're going to notice them. You're going to give them a like. You're going to reply in the comments. You might even send them a DM in Messenger. They know that they're not wasting their time by engaging with you. In addition to that, the Facebook algorithm loves this. Facebook sees that you're creating all kinds of conversations on your content and over in Messenger. And so Facebook's going to show your content to more people who are also likely to engage. Now, for me, I do automate this process because this can take a lot of time to reply to all these people and start conversations. So I do use the Unipro software over here. I use a tool called Prospect by Post, where you simply put in your post URL, you set up your settings for all your comment replies, and you tell Unipro what you want to say when you start the DM conversation over in Messenger. And then you click on launch and Unipro goes to work. It goes through your post. It finds all the comments that need a reply. It replies on your behalf. It likes those comments and it strikes up those conversations in Messenger. This is so important. If you do nothing else from this video, please do this one thing. Reply to every comment. Give people's comments a like. And then if you can, send them a message over in Messenger. As you repeat this, you're going to get more and more engagement on all your content. That's number 6. The 7th strategy for getting more engagement on all your content is to strike up conversations with all your new leads. Let me show you an example here. I'm over in a Facebook group. It's called Canadian Dads. Let's just imagine that I'm a fitness coach and I'm looking for leads who are interested in getting in shape. So in this example, if you're targeting dads specifically, you might join a Facebook group like this that's full of almost 11,000 Canadian dads. Surely there are going to be a lot of dads in here who want to get in shape. Then what you might do is find some posts inside that group and start engaging with people who are already engaged inside the group. So you can see in this example, there's this post here and there's 82 comments already. So what you could do is you could add some value. You could comment on this post yourself. You could perhaps reply to some of these comments and then you could start sending friend requests. So as an example, if I thought Gary was a good lead, I might send him a friend request. Now, a lot of business owners, they stop there. They just send a friend request and hope the person accepts the friend request and then hopes that person's going to engage on their content. But you can be a whole lot more proactive. I'm going to show you what to do. Over inside a Messenger, this is what I do. Every single new lead who I become friends with, they get a message from me inside a Messenger. And you can see here, I've got all my leads labeled inside a Messenger using Unipro. And you'll see I'm going to come to someone like, let's use Daniel as an example here. Daniel, he's a new lead. We became friends when I sent him a friend request. And now I go over to Messenger and I send him this message. It says, "Hey Daniel, nice to connect with you here. Enjoy your day." Notice there's no sales pitch or anything. I'm simply being nice and welcoming. And what this does for you is two things. First off, it trains the Facebook algorithm that you're doing the types of things on Facebook that Facebook likes. So your content's going to be seen by more people. But specifically, in this case, Daniel, because he and I are in a Messenger conversation, he's more likely to see my content. And because we're in a nice conversation here where I'm not selling him anything, when he sees my content, he's going to be much more likely to engage. And that's true for you as well. Every single one of your new leads needs to get a DM inside a Messenger. Number 8 is to use your bulk tags sparingly. And a bulk tag is simply a tag that you can put on your piece of content so that many people get a notification. I'll show you an example here. I'm going to go back over into my audience and influence group, and let's go down to this particular post here. And I'm going to go into a comment, and I'm going to use @ and then the everyone, and you'll see here it is. This is the bulk tag @ everyone. So this is one that you can use inside of a group so that many people inside your group are going to be sent a notification about this particular piece of content. And there are a number of different bulk tags. You can use @followers on posts on your personal profile, where you can highlight a particular post that you made. And at first glance, it looks like this could be amazing. If you want to get more engagement, just start using these bulk tags on all of your content. In theory, more people will see your content and more people will engage. Unfortunately, the reverse actually happens. When you use these bulk tags too frequently, it tells your audience basically that you're spamming them. They're getting tagged on all of your content, not necessarily content that's actually going to help them. And when your audience feels spammed, are they more or less likely to engage in your content? Well, you guessed it. They're going to become less and less likely to engage with you. So instead, here's the strategy that I use. When I create a piece of content like this one and I post it, let's say inside a Facebook group in this example, but this could work for anywhere where you post content, sit back and watch the response. So in this case, I noticed that right away, people started engaging. I started getting likes, I started getting comments. This tells me that this piece of content, it's something that my audience is interested in. It's a proven piece of content. So now that I know that it's proven, that it adds value, it starts conversation, now I can be confident that if I were to use a bulk tag and get more people from my audience looking at this piece of content, they're also going to be likely to engage because the post is proven. So if you're thinking about using a bulk tag, don't use it right away. Create your piece of content, post it, watch the natural response from your audience. If you have a winning post, bulk tag that post so that you're training your audience that when they get tagged on a post, it's a good one. It's one that they wouldn't want to miss. And therefore, they're going to watch for your tags and they're going to be more likely to engage on your content. Now, that was a post inside my Facebook group. And so speaking of Facebook groups, if you do have one and you want to get more quality leads inside your group so that more people see your content and more people engage on your content, I've got an amazing process. It's 3 steps that's guaranteed to fill up any Facebook group. I follow these steps to add thousands of members to all my Facebook groups, and you can do it as well. I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can access that strategy and start following it to add new members to your Facebook group today. The 9th strategy that'll allow you to get more engagement on all your content is to use your insights. I'm going to show you over here on my profile. When I click on these 3 dots, I've turned on my professional mode, and I highly recommend that you do as well. You're going to start getting data about which posts your audience like and which posts they're most likely to engage on. So make sure you have your professional mode turned on. Once you do that, you'll see this button here that says View Tools. Go ahead and click on that. And let's go over to your content. And you're going to see a list of all your most recent posts here. What you want to do is 2 things. First off, you want to go over to date and you want to sort this by engagement. And this is going to show you your posts that already garnered the most engagement. And most likely when you do this, you're going to start to see some trends. What types of posts are your audience most interested in? What topics do they care about most? And so when I go down here, I see a couple of trends right off the bat. Often for me, my most engaged post, so this is a text post on a colored background, and I get a ton of engagement on these. My audience really likes them. Then you can go and analyze all your posts that are ordered by engagement. The second thing that I like to do is go back up here and then sort this by not engagement, but by post reach. And this is a little bit different than engagement. This is how many times Facebook showed your content. And so you'll see in my case here that my #1 result is the same for both. the post that got the most engagement is also the post that got the most reach. And that's likely going to be true for you as well. However, you might find that there are some other posts that Facebook really liked and showed to a lot of people, and perhaps those posts didn't actually get that much engagement. And so this provides really important data. It shows not only what is your audience most likely to engage on, but what type of content does Facebook like? And so then you can start to look for the overlaps for content that your audience engages on and content that Facebook shows to a lot of people. And that's your sweet spot. Those are the types of posts that you want to recreate over and over again so that you're guaranteed to get seen by a lot of people and to get engagement. And finally, the 10th strategy for getting more engagement on all your posts on Facebook is simply to be likable. There's many business owners, when they decide to start using Facebook for business, all of their content becomes about business. Everything that they're posting is selling or trying to nurture leads, and that can become tiring for your audience, and it also prevents them from getting to know you. I can show you an example of a post over on my profile that I created so that my audience gets to know me a little bit. Here's a picture of me and my wife and my daughter here on our way to church. And this post has nothing to do with business. No, it shows an inside scoop into my life so that my audience understands I'm a real person, not just a business owner. And when you start doing this, you're going to find that your audience members maybe will engage on posts like this, these personal posts. But over time, as they engage on these posts, they're going to start seeing more of your business content. And again, they're being trained to engage with you. So eventually they're going to start engaging on your business content as well. So there you have it, 10 simple strategies to guarantee you're going to get more engagement on all your Facebook content. And these are exactly the strategies that I use, but I also have a secret weapon, and that secret weapon is Unipro. Unipro is a tool that goes out onto Facebook. It finds your ideal leads. It brings those leads over into your audience. It nurtures those leads. It makes sure your leads see your content, and it makes offers to your leads so that they can buy from you. And the best part is it's all automated. Unipro has been a game changer for my business, and I know it will be for you as well. So that's what I've got for you in this video. If this video is helpful, give it a like. If you have any questions about getting more engagement on your Facebook content, go ahead and leave those in the comment section below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you're using Facebook to grow your business, you got to be using Unipro. Go over to unipro.com. I know you're going to love it. Thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see it in the next video.